Can you explain to us what life is like there without these bylaws in place?
What life is like in the session? When they go into session, you just never know. I mean, as much as we never know, what's going to happen on the House floor, or if there's going to be a special session called. In here, it's so much more informal, and you have so much of that tribal influence, that tribal custom and culture, where people like to talk, and it's really hard to stop them. You also have the general public that can just walk in once they get through the door and get through all the security, and they can just start talking. And it's we've tried to talk to them about times and places, and it's kind of foreign to them. They went from one hand where Saddam said you can't do anything to they want to invite him, and here we are saying, well, maybe that's not the best thing. There should be a time and a place, and it's hard to get those nuances. It's hard to get that fine line. Definitely unstructured, but we're building there. If you go back and think of our history, American history, it took a long time to get there, and it certainly took a long time to get it right. I don't think this will be any different, and nobody should expect it to be any different.
Looking back on your experience so far, what would you say you're most proud of?
Again, I would say, well, one, I think probably following through with what my heart and my head said, that you need to come over and do it. It's easy to think it, it's easy to talk about it, but it's another thing to pull the trigger and say, yeah, I'm going to come. So I'm probably proudest that I made the commitment to come and do it, and have kept up with a lot of these young Marines here. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. It's not like I'm 25 the first go around, so I'm proud of that. As far as the job here, again, it's when you see the council make the right moves on their own, that's when you know, okay, this is worth it and we're getting there.
Do you anticipate that it will be hard for you to come back to Jacksonville and adjust?
I hope not. We all want to go home. I mean, we all want to go home. So I think it'll be, there'll be different times, and just like last time, there'll be times when it's, things will kind of make you reflect or whatever. But what I hope I don't lose is the gratitude and the appreciation for all the things that we have, whether it's, the comfort things like running water or asphalt or, going to a restaurant, or the processes that we have and the freedoms that we have that these folks are trying to build. I hope I don't lose the respect that I have for that now.
Can you just kind of tell us more about what exactly is the culture like there?
Well, it probably depends on where you're at. Just bear in mind that we're in Anbar Province. There's a lot of agriculture and some old oil refineries and some factories we're trying to rebuild and redo. But it's somewhat poor. I think if most of us would look at this, we would be kind of surprised and maybe even taken back by the condition of just everyday life in the city. So.
Okay. Anything else you really miss about America, like any specific foods or anything like that?
Honestly, I would say you miss it all. I mean, once you get past family and friends and loved ones and significant others and those types of things, we have a great country, and you really, really realize that when you get into situations like this. So I miss it all.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to add on this? I have an intern here that wants to ask you some questions too, but is there anything else you want to add?
No, I think those are great questions so far. So don't blow it, intern.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Thank you very much, by the way.
Thanks, Nicole. Good to talk to you. Hey, when will this air?
This will be on tonight probably at 5 or 6, and then it'll probably get a lot of air tomorrow, like on the morning show and midday, I would assume.
Okay, thanks. Tonight.
I can let your office know.
We're going to roll B-roll now. Is that okay? She wants to
Okay.
stand by.
No, not
Got
yet.
a couple.
We have
She's got a couple
our intern Nicole wants to ask some questions.
Representative
Okay.
Watson, how you been? Good.
I'm good. How about
talked to
you?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you. I talked to you before you left a couple days.
Right.
And one of the things we talked about was that your mission over there is to help build the Iraqi government. And talk to me, how much progress have you seen since you've been over there?
Well, bear in mind that I'm pretty much working at the provincial level, which would be like the state level. So I'm working with, in essence, my colleagues in Iraq, so to speak. We're getting there. It's something that you wish we would have maybe put that focus on earlier. Can't speak to what happened here, or if that focus was even able to be done though. But we're working on those bylaws. We're getting them to those steps. I mean, it's going to be a slow process. Again, just like I said earlier, like it was in our own country. They didn't get it right. They didn't get some things right for a long time.